So we're live. So you probably don't see it yet because there's a little bit of a delay. And yeah, let me get us back on here. Let me get the chat visible. Oh wait. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Right screen.
Quite a bit, eh?
Yep. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. I think the chat is active here. Let me shrink that. Let me get this fitted properly here. Shrink this screen. Grr. Oh man. Can we have? Okay. All right. So it. No, don't try to paste it anywhere. Don't try to paste it anywhere, OBS. Okay. All right. I can't see the chat. Grr. I'm so sorry, Liesl. I mean, thank you, Albert, for being so
It's
patient.
fine. It's,
Albert stayed with us here. Albert from Musical Song Now.
thank you, Albert.
All right. And I'm sure the other guys are trying to figure out how to get onto this stream. But you've been communicating with people on
Yeah, I posted
okay.
it. Hold on here.
Okay. I'm so sorry, folks. For there isn't a storm going on outside or anything, but the power flickered and it took down the stream. So I had to start another stream. And Liesl, many apologies. I'm so sorry. I'm hoping people will find us on
I'm
this.
not at all.
Well, I posted the link, but the one thing that YouTube did is it did completely stop the previous stream, so it went away from me and went on to another video. So that may have happened to people. People would have to watch to the end of it to see about part 2, which will be useful for people hearing it on the rewind. But maybe you'll want to upload it an edited version with the 2
With
parts
both
together.
parts together, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I know it's a shame, but that'll probably be easier on folks.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can continue the conversation. Lawrence, you, what question did we leave off on, or did you leave off on?
Well, I was asking you to jump in, but we've covered a few things. She uses hand tools and gave us a background about how it all started. And so I don't know. I'm trying to think what's next, but fortunately we didn't panic, but it doesn't mean that I'm all that smooth about getting my thoughts together.
Well, I do have a question for you, Liesl. Your diddley bows and cigar box guitars are very refined instruments, very well built instruments. Are you selling them anywhere?
Thank you. I will be again soon, yeah. Because I've had to set up all over again. Yeah, I will. I'm sure I will. Yeah, in the not too distant future. So I will let you know in any case. Yeah.
Perfect. And is there any way people can contact you? Do you have a website or an email that or or can people contact you through just YouTube in the comments if, say, they want a custom order, perhaps? Are you taking any custom orders at the time?
Yeah. Again, I will be very soon. Yeah, I'm going to set up a website because I think that'll be the easiest thing to do, and I'll link it. At the moment, it's just on YouTube. Yeah, but I will keep everyone posted.
Right.
I moved up here on a shoestring, so I'm kind of rebuilding the whole thing at the moment. Anyway. Yeah.
Well, that's how the original cigar box guitar crafters were. Everything was on a shoestring budget.
Everything. Very authentic. So cool.
That's it. Absolutely. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
well, folks, in the meantime, you can definitely follow Liesel's work by subscribing to her YouTube channel. It's linked in the video description box. Please go down there, show Liesl some love, and sub. And I want to thank everyone who joined us in the stream. I know that I'm hoping that we'll get some people back, so we get some interaction with the people who were in the chat. You had a lot of fans, Liesl, and so I hope they're able to find us.
Thank you.
I posted the link, but the power flicker was a while ago, and Liesl and I kept going as if nothing happened because we didn't know, and so it was probably a while that it was on like a still frame there, and I'm asking questions that were just going on like we actually had an audience, but we didn't.
It sounds good to me.
Well,
but in any case,
we do have Albert in the chat.
I said we'd end up busting it, right?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. They're just thinking, well, what happened? And then they don't know. Well, keep looking at the channel, refreshing. Eventually, there might be a new stream.
So,
but
yeah,
I guess I did have a question. Yeah, and then I just totally forgot. I just thought of a good question, and then it just disappeared on me. But in any case,
we're old.
Yeah.
We forget things. So
yeah, I don't know what's the matter with me. Yeah, it's accelerating.
Musical Saw Now, or Albert from Musical
Saw
Now.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have a question that we could throw Albert's in, but I thought of Albert and his musical saw and the bow, and I was thinking, well, if you do leg fiddles, a bow is part of that. Have you made bows before?
I haven't. No, I've seen those made. I've not attempted to make one myself yet. But I think I probably shall, yeah. I'm very interested in the leg fiddles that Liza's doing at the moment. I did an upright bass in a similar way, so that's really sparked my interest, yeah. Do you make the bows for them, Liza, yourself?
No, I was planning.
So that's something Albert does, that musical saw now.
I was planning all along to use an old
fantastic.
Yeah, I was planning all along to use a violin bow that I had. Recently it broke, but then I got lucky and ran into Albert on the internet, Albert from Musical Saw Now, and he builds bows for musical saws, and he demoed it on a CBG, and I'm like, I'm just gonna source my bows from Albert, who makes what he calls ghetto bows out of fish line. And the beautiful thing about Albert's bows is that you never have to adjust them or anything. It's as a zero maintenance bow. And
that's really cool.
Yeah, and so
oh yes.
So I'm looking forward to purchasing some bows for my leg fiddles from Albert, who's in the chat right now. He's the fire avatar on there. And so, yeah.
Well done, Albert. That's amazing. Yeah.
All
And
right, and Albert had a question.
yes, Albert had a question. He had a question. If you have any insights about using nylon strings on your CBGs, Liesl.
Yeah, watch this space because I'm about to use nylon strings. They're arriving tomorrow. I've never used them before. I've only used steel strings. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to be, well, basically experimenting with those. And I'll let you know what I think. Yeah, absolutely. So that's a great question, Albert. Thanks. Very soon. In the sort
Yeah.
of the
Yeah,
future now, I guess.
I don't think a lot of builders give nylon a chance. It certainly does give you different tones to work with. And yeah, you're married to a piezo pickup if you want to go electric, but piezos are cool. So I'm a fan.
Yeah,
So
they are. Yeah, I love piezos. Yeah, I really do. You know, I built one with a humbucker, and that was nice. I might do that again. But piezos, yeah, they're fine for what we do, I think. And it was hearing yours actually. I didn't know you could get such an incredible sound using nylon strings. So I've been learning how to string with nylon strings. And I'm going to give that a go. Yeah, a couple of 3 stringers. Probably a shorty as well.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason I like nylon so much is because fretting hurts me. I don't know. I'm not good at fretting, and these normal tension nylon strings are just so easy on my fretting hand, and it works perfectly on the shorty because, you know, the notes are very close together, great for my little hands, and when you add nylon to that, it just makes it so much easier to play. I can do stuff on my shorty that I could never do on a Spanish guitar when I was taking lessons in high school. So yeah, nylon's great. It's such a mellow. You can't get that Spanish sound without nylon. So
we, by the way, we have Jeff Elliott with us.
Ah, Jeff Elliott! Yay! Cool. Oh, we're getting some people back.
Hi, Jeff.
Jeff is famous in the CBG world here, Leisel, for making the flying V box. He makes a really beautiful boxes. So very cool.
That sounds divine. Yeah, I do love flying V myself, right?
Yes, I was going to
absolutely.
I was going to include your flying V, the pink flying V in the montage. I had recorded.
Pink flying V.
Yeah, I had recorded all the clips from your montage, and then something happened and I lost the files, and I had to do it again. And I was in a hurry, and I was trying to find I was trying to find the flying V-Vox, not from the Halloween video, but from the clip that I originally had, and I just lost track of it. But that was a beautiful instrument. That was a beautiful instrument, and it was in. And so, folks, if you want to see Liesel's flying V-Box, go to her channel, look for her Halloween builds. Very cool builds. So,
yeah, that was good fun, I must admit. Yeah, I remember Les playing that one, right?
Yes, let's talk about your
characters.
characters.
Kind of moustaches, jacket.
I love the characters that you play on your channel. How did you come up with that idea?
Thank you. yeah, they both kind of came along just by themselves almost, you know, almost a fluke. As for Les, you know, in my younger days, I did an awful lot of sort of not necessarily playing myself, but I once or twice, but pub gigs, you know, and like around music pubs. And I must have met 101 guys that were like Les, you know, and they all had like tall stories about who they played alongside and bands they supported, and you know, you need to take some of it with a grain of salt, really. But
Right.
I think that Les kind of came from these guys, you know, just memories from back in the day. And Professor Liesl, she's just kind of like my geeky side, really personified, I would say. Yeah, again, she just came about really. I'm not quite sure exactly how, but yeah, there she is. So the university of life, you know, and
I love
as we
that.
learn from each other, and we do learn along the way.
Yeah, I think
Thank you.
I love Professor Liesl from the University of Life, and I'm thinking I would so wear a T-shirt that said University of Life with that with some academic, you know, text and stuff. And so yeah, when you have your T-shirt shop up and running, I'm gonna visit it.
Yeah, I'll certainly. Yeah, definitely. I'll have to look into that for certain. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that we could have mottos and everything. So yeah, sounds good.
Cool beans. Cool beans.
Oh, by the way, Liza, Albert says by the end of the week we'll have a bow on your way, on its way for you.
I'm
Might
so
want to check the chat.
excited,
Wow.
Albert. Yes, yes, and I'm hoping to have the leg fiddle built by the end of next week, and so hopefully they'll both of these things will come together next week, and I'll be able to film a nice unboxing video for you.
Liza, I've been hearing things on the headphones. The background noise, I think it's from your speakers, Liesl, or Leisel. It's Liesl. I think if you turn down your speakers just a little bit, it'll help.
Switched off, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we're intercepting a broadcast.
Is that any better?
Oh no, yeah, then we're intercepting a broadcast
We're
somehow.
intercepting a broadcast. I don't know what's going on with our stream.
Crosstalk. Yeah, because on my end I'm hearing like some
yeah, me too. I'm hearing that.
It's almost like if someone was watching a television in another room, and like, wow.
Yeah, I don't.
But if we're just hearing it, hopefully the audience isn't.
Chat, what are you hearing, chat? Just out of curiosity.
I'll ask.
How weird. How can we be intercepting another broadcast? That is.
I have no idea.
OBS Ninja is just full of surprises.
But you do hear it, right, Liza?
Yeah, I hear it too. Marinus, welcome.
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome, guys. So, chat, does anyone have questions for our special guest, Leisel, our first guest from the UK? Let's see some action in the chat for Leisel, folks. And by the way, please subscribe to her channel. Please, please, please show some love.
Yes. No, it's not crosstalk. It's definitely something with us, Liza, because when you stop talking, it stopped like a second later. Right. And then when I went, yes, I heard like a second later. So maybe somehow our signal is being looped around, but it's muffled.
Man, after the shutdown of the stream, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, today it's been a bit rough.
Right. So, okay. Jeff Elliott says, I get that on my amp in my basement. He intercepts signals with his amp in the basement. Cool beans, Jeff.
Yeah, kind of like Nigel in Spinal Tap.
Duh. Cool beans.
Yeah, I've picked up radio on an amplifier guitar amp a few times in my life. But.
Oh, I guess Webb is hearing it too because he says like we're in Luke, I am your father mode. Oh, cool beans. Well, folks, while we're here and Liesel's available, do we have any questions for Liesl in the chat?
There's one. I see a question mark.
Okay, we have a question, Liesl, from Albert from Musical Saw Now. He's asking, could I use 6 nylon strings, 3 pair, on a CB bazooki with a strong neck, or would I need a truss rod?
Okay, no, you won't need a truss rod. You may need to build a thicker than usual neck. Again, if I can show you on Paco, there's no truss rod in there at all. It's seriously just the neck. It's quite deep, as you can see.
Nice.
So a lot deeper than an ordinary guitar neck. I've never needed to use truss rods. Generally, people don't use them. If it's 6 strings, I think with nylon strings it'd probably be okay. With steel strings, I don't know. You know, there's an old joke in the cigar box guitar world, which is basically what's wrong with a 6-string guitar? It's got 3 strings too many. Now, this is an old joke that's been going around for years. It's nothing I can work with, right?
Did Del
But I
Puckett
think
start
it's all
that
part
joke?
and parcel. I think, yeah. I think he probably did. Yeah, good old Del, you know. And yes, me and him have agreed on this down the years in the comments. Yeah. But I would say give it a go. You know, sometimes with diddly bows, the necks bend a kind of slightly banana shape. But they only sound better, really. Yeah. So, yeah, I say just give it a go.
Yeah, yeah. Experimentation, that's what makes building CBGs exciting, Albert. So, cool beans. Webb from the Electric Cigar Box. Oh, he's talking about he goes, I get it when my phone is plugged too close to my computer. Try moving your adapter a bit farther if possible. I don't know, Webb. I'm afraid to touch anything in my setup right now because it might explode. With the luck I'm having. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And so, folks, more questions for Liesl. More questions for Liesl. Our first guest from the UK is currently living in a beautiful part of Wales.
Well, I could throw one in.
Yeah.
Now, with the natural stains, which is a great idea, and I think that's something that we might at one point want to try, because I never liked the feel of stained wood. It feels unnatural. But are there other techniques that you use in your builds that might be considered unique or different from other builders?
Yeah, there are one or two. One good way to sort of bring to pre-prep, if you like, the grain is to use bicarbonate of soda. If you mix that with water, not baking powder because there's flour in it and it'll make a mess, but just bicarbonate of soda. It goes a long way into like bringing the colour of the grain out. So quite often I'll do that, and then the tea to kind of make it darker. You can also, I see, Liza, when you be using a fire to burn the necks on your instruments, that's another way, isn't it, to really bring out the kind of grain pattern and the colours. I know there's a technique that comes from Japan, I think. If you can do it outside and use a blowtorch, you can sort of scorch the top layer and then sand that all off and actually use artist's ink, as you were saying, to make color techniques. And I've done that. It's quite amazing because you get like wood grain that looks blue. You know, it's kind of tattooed a lot. It's a bit tricky. There are plenty of videos about it, and I can't remember the name of this art form, but yeah, a quick search and you'd find it. So those sort of techniques, yeah, heating the wood and stuff. For the longest time, I just used to finish them off with carnauba wax. I know a lot of stick makers use carnauba wax, and the cheap way to buy that is to buy neutral shoe polish. So clear shoe polish is basically carnauba wax.
Oh wow!
Put that on as well, and yeah, just like let that dry and heat it ever so slightly and buff it, and it gives you that nice fingerboard, like you say, without just putting this sort of sticky stuff on the top of it. And you kind of like lacquer or clear or anything like that. So there you go.
Wow.
Well,
There's some
reading
great
the
advice.
reading the chat here, Liesl, Webb from the Electric Cigar Box says, my favorite Liesl CBG is the Casket guitar. And he says, seems like all box.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't have that anymore. That actually sounded really good, yeah. I really enjoyed that one as well. I gave it away when I moved. But
oh no!
Yeah, I got those. They were decorated boxes.
Casket. What kind of casket?
And just touching them together. Yeah.
Lawrence, you missed
They
the
came from
montage.
this store called The Works.
No, I was here for the montage. The thing is, remember, when you play it, the people on the stream don't hear audio.
Okay, that's right. It sounded really nice. She got it at a craft store. Wow. And actually she got two and squished two together.
Wow.
That's it, yeah, to get the depth. Yeah, they had silly skeleton patterns cut out of the lids, so I had to make the lid stuck two of them together, yeah. But it was one of the best Halloween. It was a Halloween stunt, really, but I did have the greatest fun with that one. And they were both viewer suggestions, the Flying V and the casket, you know, the coffin. Yeah, so again, you know, it all came from the channel, really.
Webb from the Electric Cigar Box says, I have made a casket template if Leisel would like a copy for future builds, ... There you go, Leisel, if you'd like a casket template.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, Webb is gonna be on...
Great. Yeah.
I think Webb is gonna be on the show. I forgot the date you're gonna be on, Webb, but sometime in August, and he is a master woodworker, and man, he has some tricks on how to. So, and he has a brand new channel on YouTube. So yeah, let's connect with each other, folks. Share information. Thanks, Webb.
Sounds great to me. Absolutely.
He says, call it a git to die for. It's like, oh gosh. Web.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to, you mean a git to live for. So. Ay, ay, ay. Liesl, Albert has another question for you. He's asking, do you like sapele wood? I know that I'm pronouncing that wrong. Is it sapele wood for necks? I think they are very strong and not too difficult to work with. What other woods do you work with for necks, Liesl?
Okay, yeah, mainly pine and oak. I've never worked with that particular wood. There's a kind of wood that I've seen, actually. I think it comes from the States, probably, or Canada, and it's called Purple Heart something.
Oh, yes,
I can't
I've heard of
remember
it.
the full name of it. but it's a type of wood. I'd love a piece of that. You know, I watched a couple of videos where some mix were made with that, and I thought, oh yeah, that'd be lovely, you know.
I think I've seen
mahogany is quite nice. Yeah. You can get your hands on some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only person I've seen work with Purple Heart for I think it was Del Puckett. Yeah, beautiful wood. I'm sure it's very expensive though. Yeah.
I'm sure it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to use pine wood that comes from the Netherlands. And you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not," but you know, it's light wood. But I've always found it fine to work with. Just use something else for the fingerboard, some kind of hardwood, whatever you like, really. You know, yeah, and that tends to make nice necks. That's generally how I would go about it. Or just as much scrap wood as you can get your hands on.
Yes.
Go really rustic, you know.
Yeah. 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 I love scrap wood, and you know, pine is a beautiful wood, and I've never had a problem in as far as sturdiness is concerned, not yet. I anticipate maybe running into
me too.
So maybe with my short scale bass I will discover things about pine, but I don't know. I'm just gonna give it a shot, see what happens. So
yeah,
pine is fairly easy
my
to
bass,
work.
I just used quite a solid piece of oak to keep it strong. Yeah, I think it'll be fine for a bass.
How was it working with oak with your hand tools, Liesl? Is it very, very difficult?
Yeah, a nightmare, to be honest. Yeah. I was really naive. When I built that bass, I built the neck years before I built the bass, and it sat in the cupboard for ages. Yes, because I was very naive. I tried using an electric jigsaw, and that was even more hopeless. So yeah, and basically I just ended up using very thin cut pieces of oak, like on the 2-string bass. Or just any other hardwood. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Just go to the scrap bin, you know, hardware in the timber store or lumber store, and it's just listed as hardwood, you know. So yeah, but yeah, basically I generally use pine for everything. So yeah, and then just some kind of hardwood for the fingerboard.
Cool. Well, let's see. Oh, that's you, Lawrence. Repurposing wood is always nice for rustic instruments. Agree with that. Webb likes to use tons of recycled lumber. Cool. And oak and maple for Webb as well. So cool.
Oh, maple, lovely. Yeah.
Yep. And so, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Anything for Leisel?
I've been giving you some good ones. Let me see here. What's on the horizon? I know you've talked briefly about the future now in an upcoming project, but is there any other things that you're hoping to pursue?
Yes, in fact, I'm hoping to do yet another upright bass, actually.
Wow.
So I want to do an upright bass with some kind of resonator.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had one before, and they're great fun because you can spin around and dance around them and stuff. Somewhere on the channel there's one, probably quite a way back, but so that's coming up in the not too distant future. An upright bass, and diatonic fretting. There you go, if I can say that. Yeah, I plan to do a couple of fretted instruments, maybe even a dulcimer. I found some driftwood that looks interesting.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping to do something with that. And yeah, yeah, absolutely. So they're all the things that are in the pipeline and sitting on the back burner, so to speak. And that's what I hope to be doing over the next few months, probably taking us up to the end of the year. Maybe 1 or 2 bonus builds, and obviously a few more diddly bows, because yeah, I'm working on a different kind of diddly bow right now. So yeah, stay tuned, and you know,
Wow.
I knew I wouldn't get through the whole thing without fumbling my words, but you know, a lot more will be sort of will become apparent in the near future. There you go.
No, but that sounds great. I mean,
Exciting.
if I'm counting correctly, that's 4 different things. If you're able to do that before the end of the year, wow, that's impressive.
Very prolific builder.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just building; these are kind of like new items.
Yeah.
I mean, especially an upright bass. Do you think the upright bass will be a what size do you think it might end up being?
I'll probably use a fairly large decorate box for it. So I think it's going to stand almost 6 feet tall with the neck and the headstock and everything. And yeah, I guess perhaps 18 inches long in the body and about sort of 10 inches deep, something quite large anyway. Yeah, so hopefully to get a good sound. I might try and incorporate some kind of resonator. I've got a load of junk, you see, that can be used.
Yeah.
Quite often I see what junk we've got and then just see what kind of presents itself to be built. Yeah, quite often.
Wow. And then I guess you'll have some sort of a peg for planting on the floor so you can use it upright.
Yeah, yeah. I did one before and it had a large, it was kind of like a screw, but you could use a wrench on it, you know. It had like a hexagonal top and something like that. Yeah, I'll show you how to find the center of the pole as well. And then just put that right in, yeah, and you've got the spike for the bottom. Yeah, they balance out quite nicely. Fingerboard would be very similar to the leg fiddles that Liza is building at the moment. And so, yeah, high hopes for that one. They sound good. They sound good.
Yeah.
I've had mixed sort of success with a horizontal bass, but with upright basses, I seem to have had more success. I'm just looking at this huge piece of wood that I bought. Yeah, it's going to be a goodie anyway. I hope so.
We look forward to seeing those new builds. Wow, a bass with a resonator. I haven't seen anyone do that yet, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, the
I
stump
haven't
stick.
either, so it's going to be interesting. I've got this one making. Yeah, yeah,
Really cool idea. Yeah. Well, folks, are we ready for 2 shameless plugs from my channel?
Go ahead. It's your channel.
Okay, Leisel, I planned 2 shameless plugs today before we logged off, just to let everyone know that I got some more laser carved cigar boxes for anybody who wants them. Just shoot me an email, folks. I'm selling these guys for $10 plus shipping and payment processing, if that applies to whatever platform you like to use. Okay, so that's my first plug. Shoot me an email. My email's in the I think it's in the video description. If not, you can access it on my website, Psycheopera.com. And currently I have 4 boxes ready to go. I got 2 Arturo Fuentes, and I guess I'll show them to you guys.
Yeah, show them.
The AJ Fernandez is still available, and
oh, that's nice.
And the Punch is still available. And it says it's the in honor of Leisel, it's the after dinner English market selection punch. So it's like a digestive cookie.
You're
bar.
most kind. Thank you.
And so
Yes. Oh, yeah. I do like those. Yeah, they're one of my favorites.
the punch boxes, yeah, I've seen you do a few with the punch. Yeah. I don't get many from our
Yeah,
supplier.
I have. Yeah, some time ago.
So and folks, here's my second shameless plug. My apologies to Liesl for all of my shameless plugs.
This is the third.
I know, right?
Oh, no.
My shameless plug is no longer available. Oh no, that's a sign.
Oh, you're talking about a scene. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I did post there for folks who are interested later. Even if you're watching this on the rewind and not live, we also do a show called Earworm on Sunday evening. And this Sunday tonight, we are doing the ARP 2500 and 2600, two vintage synthesizers from ARP Instruments. Very interesting story behind them, and some truly analog synthesizers that had powerful sounds, and I don't know, they were truly raw sounding. So it's 7 o'clock Eastern U.S. time, so that's 4 p.m. Pacific, and for our friends in the U.K., that's at midnight, so it may be a little late for you.
I'll see what I can do. Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, I mean, it would just be in the chat. Don't worry, no pressure. Yeah, I think we should get out of Dodge while we can.
Oh, it's getting placed.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do another one sometime where we don't have the issues.
I will do, absolutely. Oh, thank you, Liza. That's most kind. I really do appreciate that. Well, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.